Well, all I can say is good evening. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Pathfinder's first edition, Hell's Vengeance. We are in Book 1, still, likely because we only play Evil October, but we are Evil every Friday night, all October long. Welcome back to the fourth year of us trying to be Evil, letting our Halloween shenanigans play out in a twirling mustache, over-the-top kind of evil. Tonight, let's reintroduce you to our cast. Let's see, where shall we start? You guys are more of a general comedian republic than actual having a leader, but let's start with someone that you know by face and not by voice. Matt Witt is in the house tonight. Matt, who are you playing?
Hi, tonight I am playing Nikolai Anatoly, Damphir Oracle, with very burned hands and a very cliche accent.
Bringing knowledge of all things beer belching as well as game mechanics, Ryan Messina is rejoining us as an astute character playing
Niles Cronin, Professor Niles Cronin, of course.
I'm sorry.
Can also.
Could you speak up, Mr. Cronin? I can't hear you.
Oh, this mic. It's such a scamp. Likes to run away at times. Never mind it. But yes, Professor Niles Cronin, former educator at Igorian University, and currently now helping the regime extend their warmth and embrace across the entire continent. And
how would you class your vocation, sir?
Class my vocation, alchemy.
Oh, and what are you drinking tonight, sir?
A nice beverage. It's inspired by some people's heritage, a boar. But as it turns out, it is just more like liquid hate.
Endlessly with the pig jokes. Put one guy to stock for 5 minutes and that's it. Endless pig jokes.
No, it is definitely like swallowing a piece of a demon at a time that reforms itself in your stomach and runs around and stab things.
New to the cast, replacing our heavily, shall we say, hit point carrying barbarian, once played by Frank, we have Aiden Willems is joining the cast again.
Hi, yeah, so I am playing the anti-paladin Rom, or in Rom Zulmer, a former paladin of Iomade, brought back after being cast down many, many years ago, is now brought back to burn the entire religion to the ground.
Well, they're, from what a certain hobgoblin told Nikolai in a couple episodes back, they're come knocking at the door, one keep at a time. Bringing a little mischief, a little more insight, and definitely unpredictability, we have Jay Tamlin joining the cast, replacing Joe Gibson.
Hello. I'm Jay, and I'll be playing Luca Taffel. As far as my hopes and dreams for this particular session, as long as there's entertainment to be had, I suppose, and as long as no one is particularly demonic with our demonic overlords and such things, everything should be perfectly fine.
And of course, the real reason you've tuned in, my own daughter, Alexandria Tamlin Ball, is playing an NPC, which would normally be played by me, the game master, and there is not script, but there is a little bit of coaching. Simri will do this, Simri do this. So if I call upon the cast, or if I literally state Simri does this, and then Alex picks up and runs in, I'm not playing the character for her. I'm just pulling stuff off a page so that she can react because, again, playing an NPC. Alex.
Hello, I'm Simri Stalish. I'm a human, and what can I say? If we have a leader, then I'm the closest thing to it.
Which means you're all on the DM strings, because, she's my puppet. shall we begin? Hello, everyone. So, bringing us back, do you guys remember where we left off? And I don't mean a certain ladder. I mean, where in the town are you?
I do believe that we are up north.
At the North Gate?
I do remember there being a gate and confrontation with some elderly guards who we thought they should stop doing their job, and then Rom thought they were doing just a fine job. But I do believe we're up in a different area. Was it not 18?
Actually, you had returned to that very same gate, and those two old people have a cottage near the gate. You guys knocked on there after reports that something was going on. Someone keeps opening the gate, and the near-deaf senior said, "We saw nothing, we heard nothing." And if I'm not mistaken, I would say that's probably location number 3. I think you guys are actually at Westgate, because north, unfortunately, is to the left, which is so annoying to fix this map. I think you guys are at number 3. And yeah. So
Never said I was good at geography.
that's fine. I believe we had everyone was standing outside the gate tower. Inside, at least in the doorway, was Simri, and climbing the ladder to see what was going on at the very top, where the old folks used to sit up there on their couch, was Rom. He got about halfway up the ladder, and suddenly the trap door at the top ladder flies open, and flying right down on top of him comes a chest. "We'll take you to the battle music right now." Now, as far as a battle map is concerned, I believe I've got a little something. Rolling for initiative, because this is P1e. Let's pull up the combat tracker and dump you guys all in it. Gets you to roll for initiative, likely on the first page in it. Kind of random.
The 21.
$23.
That is a
3.
20.
$19.
Is that everyone?
I think so. Was that everybody?
Well,
We're
are we
missing-
fighting ourselves, or is there somebody else who wants to toss into this?
That's a good question. I got a measly 3.
Well, good for you. You're outside. Okay, can you guys see the map?
I'm not outside. I'm inside with Rom. I'm the
Are
only
you?
one who stated I was.
Oh, really? I thought it was
Yeah.
I thought it was Simri. Apologies. So, if we were to place Nico inside.
I'm so big. I think that's too. Can I be made smaller?
Yep. Ladder. And outside we have Simmery.
What is this? A
Rusty
tower
Niles.
for ants?
I don't think we had Luca on site here. I think Luca was elsewhere.
I do believe I was elsewhere.
Oh.
Okay.
Trying to determine my size. That looks about right, though. My token seems to be about the size of the door.
Yeah, good judge.
You guys all have fancy dudes. My dudes did not make it over.
There you go. Grid. Now I'm going to use the magic of it to pause the recording, although the stream must go on. Okay. Mic live, live, check, mic, check mic, mini mic, miniatures. Okay. Drawing your attention to the west gate, a double gate, and to the south is a gate tower, which is approximately 20 feet by 20 feet. There is a door inside, so town being to the right. On the other side of the double gates is a solid stone structure like a mini tower, but it's more like those mounds that just kind of go straight up and then over the top of the gate. The second map is the top, and you can see how the mound has gotten really thick because it's like an archway. I think you can actually like step out over and onto that if you would through the parapet, like through the what do you call it, the crenolines of the castle at the top kind of thing.
Yeah, but that'd be totally like not ocean
Fortalaces
compliant.
or something like that.
Sorry?
Fortalaces, battlements.
Yeah.
The square teeth of the top of the castle.
Parapets?
Parapets.
The parapie. Oh, what? All right. So inside the tower are minuscule crates and supplies, and because it also kind of serves as a storeroom, as it were. And then in the corner is a ladder, and halfway up it, as we had, is Rom. So sort of, a surprise round. All of a sudden, a creature or something or trap or, we're not even sure. But we'll put Buddy at the top here and we'll say, boom, this bloody chest. Here's your treasure, Rom. Right? Whoosh. No? Don't.
Yay.
Not feeling that?
I mean, when it kind of comes crashing down on you, it's not super fun.
Oh, he'll feel it in the morning.
Oh, I think I'm gonna feel it right now, actually.
So, attacking Rom.
Oh,
Okay.
no worries, man.
Okay, so with a where are we here? +7. Not a chest, but a box comes flying down at you. And 11, sir.
That misses.
Are you flat-footed on a ladder while climbing? I believe you are.
You are not flat-footed. It doesn't specifically call out flat-footed, but you do lose your dex bonus to AC and you can't use your shield. So my AC is currently 16.
Okay, no problem. Keep you tight on there, you're getting echoey again.
Nope.
Anyway, so that's me. So all of a sudden, Simmery,
Yeah.
you hear a crash through the open door inside the tower. What do you do? Rom, get ready, you're up.
Weighing options. Is it worth it? I tentatively open the door. Wait, is the
Inside?
door already open?
Yeah.
Oh, so we're literally just looking inside. Okay.
Mhm.
Peer inside, look at what is, gone on.
It looks like the guys are making a mess. Someone smashed a box at Nico's feet. And Rom is glaring up the ladder.
What's up the ladder?
Open trapdoor.
Ah. All right. I'd like to take a couple steps back and see if I can see on top of the tower.
You'd have to go back quite a ways, and the crenolins up there would actually mask most people unless they were like literally going, "Hello, Englishman!" That kind of thing. So climbing might be a better option if you want to have a look.
Is the professor beside me?
Yep.
I turn to the professor and I say, "Do you have a bomb we could throw up there?"
I have this. I produce a flask. Reddish in hue.
All right. I do believe I've already moved, spoken. I could take the flask. I don't know if I'd be allowed to hurl the flask in this round.
Peek inside, perception, take it from him. You probably would want to still back up to end your turn before you toss, because it's straight up in the air. You know what I mean?
Mm.
We get some angle.
Well, good good professor, would you like to throw it or shall I?
You asked. I could if you wish.
Be my guest.
Belay action yeet.
Sometimes you just gotta say, the hell with it, and throw a tactical ferret. Ferret's name being Yeet.
All right.
So you want to just give her a
My
thought?
turn's
On your turn. Yeah, wait for your turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not your turn. No, it's Rom's turn. Rom.
Something is dying now. And I will continue climbing up the ladder. Climbing the rest of the way.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
So you're halfway up the ladder, and you continue to climb. Climbing a ladder with DC is like ridiculous. It's like 0 or 5 or whatever. But because you're in heavy armor, I bet you have penalties. So let's have that climb roll, just to get me back in first edition.
So rusty.
Yeah. 12.
So you're heading up the ladder. Doot. Someone's gonna pay. You started 10 feet because you're halfway up this thing. You're almost at the top. You're literally reaching for the top rung, and the trapdoor's right there. And then you step, and your foot goes right through a rung, and then through the next one that kind of held you. And all of a sudden, excuse me. Can I have a perception check, please?
Oh, I forgot to ask if this should be in the tower, but 17.
No, it's fine. 17, too late. You notice that like a lot of the upper rungs have been, sawed or loosened, and the ladder just kind of bows, like opens a little bit like a V, and you go tumbling down, sir. 20-foot fall, 2d6 falling damage. Can I have a reflex save to avoid going splat?
That cat is the knight.
23.
I told you there was a cat in here.
That's my little void.
Shiloh wanted to be evil. I take it Shiloh just did a cameo, thank you. Yeah, full disclosure, I'm hearing the cat trapped down here in the studio with me, and I'm like texting Charles going, please remove noisy cat. And what she do? Yeet.
We couldn't hear her.
I was distracting me. Now, on with the splatting. Rom does a reflex save, and for a guy that's like, what kind of armor you wear?
Currently I have a breastplate, I believe.
So, Tanky is in the upper half. The guy does some fancy footwork, catches a rung, and manages to push himself off halfway down, and flips Nico and sticks the landing, taking apparently no damage. Boo. Right in front of you. Nicely done.
Superhero landing.
And then along came Luca, up the road. Luca, you're back from your errands. You're walking up, and you just see Niles and Simri standing outside the gatehouse, looking up, and weighing something in his hand, kind of thing. But you know something's up because you hear ambient combat music, and you feel the tension in the air, and suddenly squares appear around your feet, adjusting your movement and your pace. Very suspicious. What do you do, Luca?
Well, that's odd. Oh, I see people I recognize outside. I'll go up and see what's going on.
This is thanks to Ryan's comment of how he loves how you perceive life and the world. So it's like he actually sees the grid. Takes note of it, but never says anything. All right. Head on up. Look around. Give me perception.
Certainly. That would be a perception of 13.
Don't know what they're looking at up there. You don't see anything. And according to Nico and the early armband wearing group, that the sort of local guard keepers were kind of like, no, we'll just lock the gate shut and you're, enjoy your retirement. So there's not supposed to be anybody up there. Professor Niles Cronin. Rolls up his trench coat, revealing a baseball jersey sleeve underneath. Winds up for the pitch.
So remind me, throwing, is that a strength or a dex thing?
It's a dex thing.
It's a dex thing?
There should be a base range attack on the character sheet somewhere.
Yeah, I got that. Okay.
However, you are allowed, if you hurl a weapon that's not like a bomb or whatever, you are allowed to add your strength to damage if you were like chucking an axe or a dagger because of the yeet.
Wow. Okay. All right, cool. So I'm aiming for a window. An opening.
Okay. No window up there.
Oh?
Nope. It's just the bare wall, and then at the top is the crenolines, and we were up there, and we know that up there is a chair, a tarp.
Okay. Aiming for so 15 to get it over the crenolations.
Yeah, okay. Can I have an intelligence check, please?
Certainly. Whoop. 10.
Okay. Just as you're chucking, you have a general idea of picturing. So, do you see the other map?
Yeah.
You picture that in your mind. So, there's a tarp covering, I believe it's over top of the chair to like keep the sun off you. So that's not that's why it's like cellophane looking through the chair. And then there is the actual trap door, which looks like a box on the map, but it's the trap door. Oh, no, it's a box. They don't actually show the ladder up here. Okay, that's weird.
I think the trapdoor is that chair-looking thing.
Well, it's not.
Isn't the ladder shown on the top left? And
I was going to say, like...
Yeah, that is weird.
So, a picture of a trapdoor, some boxes that were up there. Now, this is assuming, like, because you and Nico are the ones that, like, locked this place down, right? Anyway, in your mind's eye, did you want to yeet to one of the four corners of the center, or, what are you trying to accomplish with said item?
I just want to get it up there.
Okay,
and trust that Lady Fate will let because that's a great thing about Alchemist Fire, is you don't have to be accurate.
All right.
So it's just a generally yeet up at them to there. Just I'm going to get some light and some sight on targets, and secondly, it's the lady asked. So,
okay, there are 20 squares up here. Roll me a d20.
Certainly. 7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, picturing the top right corner, those 4 squares, you're pretty sure trajectory sends you somewhere in there. Splash! Please tell me what happens to the square on impact and squares around it.
Alchemist fire. Fire.
Which
the
is
untamed element.
Okay. Do you have it on your? Do you have this item on your sheet?
I will have it momentarily.
Alchemist. Oh, right, because you make stuff, so we don't actually have every chemical like as an item on you, do we? No, we don't.
No.
I believe it's a D6, and then 1 point of fire damage adjacent.
Yes,
So-
but I am alchemist, so I get to add my intelligence modifier to my splash.
Okay. Cool. So it's D6 plus 5,
As memory, no.
or just
Intelligence. Intelligence is +2.
Oh, okay, so plus 2 all around. Okay.
So cool. 1d6. Ugh. Oh my god. Oof. 1! What is fire damage? And I'm happy with that. And then plus my intelligence, so 3.
But but I was gonna say, like, doesn't the splash damage all around it get, like, doesn't it 1 plus? So it's 3 here, but isn't it still 2 points instead of just a measly 1 for everything adjacent?
Well, yeah, it'd be 3 for all around.
I'm really interested in those adjacent squares. Don't ask me why. Just asking for a friend.
Yeah. I'd have to, but I'm pretty sure that's how it is. Basically, I get to add my intelligence modifier to the additional damage, so it'd be 3 points of damage for the splash. If memory serves right, as I'm speeding through the rules for the Pathfinder First Edition Alchemist.
That's okay.
So
As I speed through, I realized I didn't have the bestiary up going, oh crap, I don't have it. I don't have the creature in front of me.
Oh my! Oh my! Oh my!
Well, Fantasy Grounds Unity doesn't have Hell's Vengeance. So I've had to take the PDF of an interactive maps that I bought and with Patreon cash and, kind of homebrew this sucker. And then it's like, I'm ready to go. It's like, no, crap. There's no pins. I don't have creatures in here. So, yeet away. Anyway, while this is going on, let's talk to Nico. Nico, what do you want to do?
I'm going to activate my Cloak of Darkness.
Hide from trouble.
Well, it gives me +4 armor bonus, so it's kind of a big deal for me.
No, hey, yeah.
And I am going to... Can I repair that ladder with a spell? I don't think so, but... Actions, there it is. Animate tools. Nope. Are there any tools in here?
Yeah, there's supplies and stuff. Could be at least like a crowbar or like some loose hammer or shovel or something, like spade or something to open crap.
Oh, it takes 10 minutes to cast it. Never mind. So activate my cloak, and then I will... How much time does it take to activate my cloak? Okay. Doesn't say. It's class ability. I don't know what the timing is on that.
If it's a class ability, it's probably either a free or standard action.
It doesn't list either.
The default is usually a standard.
Okay, so there's a standard action, and then I will move out of the tower.
Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Yikes! Shadowy figure flows out of the tower.
Exit stage left. No problem. Professor
And,
Niles. Sorry. Professor Niles, did you have anything else you wanted to add?
I would just more so kind of organize some of my potions to make them so they're more easily accessible from my inventory to my bandolier. So just making sure that things like mutagen and enlarge potion are readily available. Oh, I guess I will drink actually wait, no, I yeeted a potion. This isn't. Sorry, yeah, no, so I use my standard action. I have a move action and a free action left. I will, and a swift. You know, you can't do anything with a swift unless you're a paladin or a war priest. No, and where am I exactly? I will. No, I will hold my position, and no, that's it. I throw up the alchemist fire and make sure my other potions are quickly accessible, should I choose to drink them.
Oh, okay. Nikolai, did you find out how long it takes you to...
It doesn't say. Really does not say.
Bummer.
So I think you assume it's standard if it doesn't.
Yeah.
What's the specific ability?
Cloak of Darkness. It's granted to me by my Oracle mystery.
Which brings us... go ahead.
Yeah, it should probably be standard or supernatural ability. Yeah, it's probably a standard.
It is supernatural, yes. So I'm going to assume it's standard. Makes sense to me that it would be.
Activating the power of a revelation is a standard action, unless otherwise noted.
Yeah, so...
And I'm still trying to figure out what my second revelation is, because it's not on my sheet, and I don't remember what I picked.
Well, I'll just have to listen back to every episode. Shame on you.
Does
I
anybody
thought you
remember
got
when we leveled?
Revelations at odd levels. And we're on the second.
Defeat, actually.
Yeah, I said I took the
Oh, no,
feat at-
sorry, it's both. You do get it at odd levels or whatever, but there is an actual feat called Extra Revelation.
Yes, I took the
Gotcha. Never played an Oracle, so
but I don't know. I don't remember what I took. And there's a couple options that I'm like, oh, I totally would have picked that, but there's a couple of them. And I'm like, which one did I take?
Yeah. Right. So,
I probably took Interstellar Void, but I'm not sure.
okay. Back to the top of our list. We have a tiny little thing appears, Niles. How can I describe him? Well, he looks like a cat that's a vagabond. You see a little cat dude standing with, like, he looks like a Keebler elf, like he's ready to make some shoes or make some cookies, but he's got a cat head and face.
I want him.
And
you know what? That makes sense why he dropped the chest on me. Remember, cats just are freaked out by me.
Well, this little dude, as you can see in his hand, makes his own little, produces his own little flame, and looks down at you guys and whoop, yeets back. Produces flame as bright as a torch in his open hand, and is hurled or used touch enemy. Strike an opponent with a melee touch attack, dealing this blah blah blah, or I can hurl the flames 120 feet, thrown weapon. When doing so, you attack with a ranged touch attack. So, my little dude, with his ranged, is going to get... Where's my base range? Plus 5. Show you fire. 18, 23. Okay. Who is directly below me? Simri and the Professor. Simri and the Professor. Well, I don't know who yeeted this fire up here, but I'm going to say odd or even. Simri.
Odd.
Odd. Rolling the d4 of destiny. Even. So we're going to target Professor Yeet. Professor Cronin. All right. There we are. And Professor Cronin with a 23. Yes. What is your armor class, sir?
Not 23.
Okay.
At level 2. As an alchemist.
This Keebler elf, little tiny fey cat dude that appears, produces flame, hurls it at the two of you, and you losing the coin toss, you eat it with a ranged touch attack in the face. And you take 1d6 plus 1. Fire damage. Do you have any resistances to fire damage?
No. Not in this game.
4. You burn for 4. Tweak.
Ouch.
And that's me. Simri. We're taking fire. Like, and not the rat-a-tat-tat-tat kind.
By we actually mean me.
Appreciate that, Professor.
My pleasure.
It's almost if she saw it coming, because she goes, give me the flask. No, you throw it. See what I'm saying?
No. She asked for it. I hand it to her. She eyes up in the air and goes, actually, could you throw it up there instead? And takes like a 5-foot step away.
Exactly. And the next thing you know, Cobbler Elf, the demon cat, appears, and I love this dude. Like, here, I'll just show him again. He looks like a hobo. Keebler Elf, best way to describe him. Anyway,
Hey,
Simri,
he was
you're
crawling
up.
around your basement earlier, but you had him evicted.
Actually, he's back. Shiloh has gotten through my wall of cat defenses, and I'll have to deal with that later. Anyway, Simri, it's your turn. Rom, get ready. You're on deck. What do you want to do, Simri?
Yes. So I'm weighing my options here. I don't really have anything else to throw up there, and I don't know if I really want to try climbing up those stairs.
You could climb the tower. You are the rogue.
I know. I have a grappling hook and everything.
You could hand the grappling hook and everything to the professor. I bet he's mad at it. I love sharing an NPC with someone. It's like I get to be the voice in their head. You could, but you could also give this talk somebody else into doing it.
Well, let's try, the slightly diplomatic approach. I'd like to call out to it. Excuse me, what do you think you're doing?
Okay, in what language?
Bloody hell. I don't think I know anything other than...
Common is the state language, because in Galorian, Taldor is common, and Taldor used to own Cheliax, and so I'm assuming the language pretty much stayed. There's probably a Chelaxian.
Taldor is fun.
Sorry?
Yeah.
Oh, saying Taldor is fun.
So's common.
I don't have any ranks in linguistics, so I'm assuming I only know Common or Chelaxian.
Okay. Then that is what you speak at me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Are you trying to demoralize? Because for full diplomacy, you got to kind of like not be in combat, which unfortunately, technically you started. Well, sorry, you guys.
Team effort.
Yep. Though it couldn't hurt.
In that case, let's try intimidation.
See, I don't want to say this never works, because they do have hardwired some NPCs and creatures that are like, if someone just stops fighting, they'll give it a rest and see what happens next. You know what I mean? But diplomacy itself, by the rules, is like, nah, you need a minute, blah, blah, blah. So, but, you know.
Fireballs have been thrown. At this point, I would just like to say...
Yeah, no stopping Rom at this point either, probably.
You there. Stop what you're doing and come down now.
Okay. So she starts laying down the law. Care to take that 5-foot step? You know, Professor Niles may or may not be on fire. Not sure how contagious this how bad this spell is.
No! It doesn't matter what game I'm playing. My intimidation is as weak as a mouse. You up there. Stop what you're doing and come down now. 8.
Ronan's face. Look at Ryan. How about some encouragement there, Niles?
Shame.
Rom, you're up.
You see Cat, and suddenly the Meow gets in there, and
Yeah.
Oh,
Rom, what do you want to do?
You have to do it like this. I will skin you alive. So intimidate check of 21.
So what? You're looking at a hole up there. You don't see
Yeah,
nobody.
I'm yelling that up there. I'm
Oh,
going
okay.
to skin
Whoever you are. Yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah.
skin it.
I guess there is
Even if
that
it-
sort of... Yeah, boxes don't throw themselves. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, and the ladder looked purposefully sabotaged
Nah,
to an
it's
extent.
neglect.
Oh,
It's like the last time we climbed it, like 3 days ago.
It's not through. So,
I know, like you guys were on this ladder like a week ago. It was fine, right? Sorry.
Yeah,
So were you going for the demoralize?
Yes, I was going for demoralize.
All right. Demoralize.
Simri leans over to Professor Niles. Ooh, I have chills.
I don't see intimidate on my screen. I got to blow the dust off my old first edition screens here, and now I don't know my way around them because it's been a year. I don't know why I keep sort of tastefully rhyming things.
So the DC of the intimidate check is equal to 10 plus target's hit dice plus target's wisdom modifier.
Thank
And
you.
if successful, they're shaken for 1 round, and the duration is increased by 1 round for every 5, which I beat the DC.
Ooh.
Yes.
Hmm.
So I'm going to start climbing again.
And the shaken condition gives me -2 to everything, I believe.
It does something.
Okay.
-2 on all attack rolls, weapon damage rolls, saving throws, skill checks, and ability checks. Oh wait, no, that's second. Same thing, except damage rolls is not penalized.
Okay. So the ladder's kind of buggered. I mean, I'll let you get 5, maybe even 10 feet off the ground at this point, with what's left of
Yeah.
said ladder. But
Yeah, I'll go the 10 feet up with it, and that should be my turn.
okay. So standing halfway up the ladder, with your feet on the last good rung, or your 2 feet on the last 2 good rungs, and then holding the edges of the ladder with your hands. But there are no rungs between your face and your waist and your knee. None that would hold your weight. Just so you're saying, like there's handholds, but at this point there's no footholds.
Right, I have an idea for next round, though.
Okay. And your climbing speed on a ladder is probably irrelevant. So up you go. You get 10 feet up, and Luca on the scene.
Judging by the yelling and the fire that my friend is now on, I'm assuming they want that cat thing down from the window.
Not in a window. It is on top of a tower, sort of Monty Pythoning over the Krenlins of the top.
Oh, okay. Well, as it kind of like in its area moves around a bit to be not a blatantly standing target, I wait for it to be decently close to the edge, and I cast Disorienting Quake on it.
Okay. I ended my turn sort of standing. I'm kind of framed by the actual stonework up on the wall because I'm a tiny creature. I kind of like, jumped up and went, "Hey, cast." So I kind of ended my that's why he's kind of like half on the wall by the way the mini is. Can you guys see the red mini on the other map? Actually, you know what would probably be a little... No, that's not going to work. I was going to say put you guys on the other map, but that won't work. So you want to cast Quake on me?
Disorienting Quake, and I'm also going to juice it with potent magic.
Okay. So what does that do?
So I add a little bit more of my magical power into the spell, which makes it so that Disorienting Quake, which would normally have a DC 14 fort save, has a DC 16 Fortitude save, or you are shaken and fall prone due to the spell. The target is shaken for 1 round and must make an acrobatics check DC 20 or fall prone. And considering he's kind of on the edge of the roof...
I'd fall prone in my square.
Well,
considering my position. Also, I'm not a full-grown creature. Since I am tiny, he would probably just... Like, I see what you're going for, but since I'm not a medium-sized creature, I'm tiny. There's like a lot of floor under me.
Okay, in that case, can I...
Go ahead.
In that case, there's a second spell I would like to try instead, which would be... Because if he's too small and like not looking like he's actually on the edge...
He's standing on what looks like the edge. But if your spell knocked me prone, it's likely he would just fall atop the wall or fall back because of my size. I will even give him a 1/3 chance to fall forward, since what is behind me, what is under me, and what is in front of me, even though technically it's a different square, so maybe 25% chance, I'd still say it's relevant that he could fall forward. But I don't think in the heartbeat of a 6-second round you have that kind of choice going, I'm going to cast the spell, maybe not. So cast away.
Sure.
Trial and error. We're still low level.
It is a spell that I do not actually cast, you react to.
Okay, so what do I get?
You want a DC 16 Fortitude save.
Alright. Well, maybe my Fortitude save is awesome. Maybe it's crap.
Or a -2 from my demoralization.
That's even worse. Still have a plus. It is its worst save, I'll give you that. 20! Plus 19 plus 1. As luck would have it, I got a 20 on my save. So, saving negates, saving reduces effect, what happens?
In this case, saving negates.
Okay. So you hit him, and he just flashes out his little paws. Luckily for me, there is a wall on either side of me, braces, and there's the little stone trickle off the top. Pebbles fall on Niles and Simri. Not doing damage, but just enough to get dust in their eyes and being annoying. Professor...
At the end
of
the turn, then, I would like to... At the end, I'd like to clarify. Do we want him down or us up?
Professor, you're up.
At this point, I believe either would be acceptable.
He says while...
I then consume a flask
of
mutagen,
which
makes me faster, stronger.
Because
I get claws and teeth.
Cool.
It's not the most comfortable transition, but it's efficient.
Okay. So you quaff a mutagen. Does this effective immediately, or do you need the round to quaff it?
It's consuming a potion is a
standard.
Yeah, so it's a standard action then.
Okay. Move to pull. No, you didn't make this. You got your bandolier. Aren't you one of the guys with like the bandolier of stuff, or are you like whipping this together?
And you can say.
The alchemist class in this edition still has to prep it on the fly, don't you?
That's the. So the music
I think you use your move action to like make it, and then you have your standard to either drink it or yeet it, right? Isn't that the way it goes?
Yeah, it's pretty much
like you prepare. If it's an extract, you prepare your extracts in advance.
Yeah.
And then when you want to use it, you combine the final ingredients and then consume.
Yeah. Thanks, Jay.
I gotcha. combined final ingredients. So you got it mostly done, and then a little bit of pepper, and
it's in 2 points, and you put it.
Okay. Did you want to move? Although this is magical fire, I'm going to be nice. Like, I don't see anything that specifically says, "Oh, and they have a chance to catch on fire," which it usually states. So, you get hit with a torch. There's nothing particularly flammable on you. You've got your trench coat, so you're fine. Did the damage. Did you want to move?
Yes, but I heard about going up there, so I will wait. But
Okay.
I can't. Yeah, so I will wait and
Okay.
hope in anticipation that something else will happen.
Sure. 5 foot
there's-
stepping is free. Don't forget.
Yeah, and it's kind of accommodating because this form is kind of new.
Okay. Nice. Nico.
Right. How far away am I?
You are
From
20
the
foot
creature.
20 foot from the door, and a good 20 feet, because I believe the tower itself is like 20 feet up in the air at least, if not 25. Let's double check the size of this tower. It's a 20-foot fall. Flat roof, 20 feet overhead, so yeah, he's 25 feet up.
25 feet up.
Yeah, because the floor up there he would be standing on is 20 feet. Because I'm small, I had to climb up onto the wall, which has a 5-foot crenellation, or whatever you want to call it. So
Yep.
I'm going to put him at 25 feet up and 20 feet away, because you're back. Rom, I know you're the wrong guy to ask for Pythagorean theorem, so I'll ask Aiden, since you're usually our go-to triangle guy.
Yeah.
Do the math. Well, he's telling me what he's going to do with this angle.
What are the distances?
20 and 25.
Okay. 32 feet.
There you go.
distance.
30 foot. Or
So I'll
end.
have to take a step forward. And I'm pretty sure I figured out the revelation that I chose.
Okay.
Because I do have a vague recollection of doing this in the past.
Which is what?
Interstellar Void.
Pulling cold air from the upper stratosphere down in a jet on top of an opponent. And well, he's way up there. He's even closer to the stratosphere. But
Which deals 1d6 points of cold damage per oracle level. So it's 2d6.
but what's the
Fortitude
range?
save. It's 30 feet. So I had to take a step forward.
Okay, so basically if you're on the ground 30 feet in any direction of you.
Yeah.
In this case, it's up. Okay. Have at it.
And
Do I get a fort save or something?
yeah, fort save, but I'm trying to figure out how to calculate what the fort save is.
Okay. Well, I'm rolling I'm shaken fort save. 14. So while he's seeing
Yeah.
whether or not I'm going to take the cold, I
Yep,
will
I will
move things
find out.
along too. Yeah. Now I'm up next. Okay, and 2d6 is not going to freeze this thing in place. So, shaking off the cold, whether it actually hurt me or not, this thing actually calls down to you, Simri, in common, and says, "Go away!" and produces another flame and yeets it at you this time.
Oh, jolly.
Just because you're an NPC and my daughter in real life does not make you invulnerable to the game. Yeet. How about you? 1d6 plus 1. Boom. 4 points for Simri. I'll put that on you
Who
there.
says you hit me?
Oh, sorry. Right. Plus 7 becomes only plus 5 because I'm really upset and shaken. With a 17, does that hit you?
Fluff off.
I'll say yes then. That sounds like yes to me. You take 4 points
With
of fire
my
damage.
16, yeah.
Oh, damn. Nico, how are we doing?
So, it doesn't say basic fort save. It just says fort save. And that's where I'm confused because usually it.
Okay, so basically it's the revelation, right?
Yeah.
Counts as a level, but you can take it at any level. So it says the level of your character for the damage. So I would say it's like second level. The base is 2, so that's 12 plus your charisma mod, which is
So 16
yeah.
total.
So I would say anywhere from 14 to 16.
Okay.
But we'll have to look into that. Now, feel free. Anyone that wants to
should
pull
be
up.
it's 10 plus half Oracle plus Charisma.
Oh, there we go.
So
close.
then it's 15.
Yeah. Did I roll for you already?
Yeah, you got a 14.
I don't see.
Is what you said.
Oh, right. There it is. So I miss it by 1. So roll your 2d6, sir.
Six points of ice cold damage, and if you fail the fortitude save, you are fatigued.
Okay.
If you succeed, it halves the damage.
Congratulations. After
Fail.
6 years of gaming, we've come across our first debuff party. You guys are just slapping me with negatives. I know fatigued. I cannot run
Sorry,
a charge.
yeah,
No, -2 to strength and dex. Oh no. My arms are stiff. Damn it. But my 2 drop dex, that's another point off of my throwsies. Okay. Ow. And I still throwsies. But guess what? With that 1 point of dex dropping my +5 down to +4, my 17 becomes a 16, and I still nailed Simri in the face. Sorry. Simri, it's
Or
your
how
turn.
much damage?
4 points. I put it on you. 4 points of fire. Simri, it's your turn. So close.
Yeah, no, this thing's pretty damn annoying now. Well, I guess I'll take my turn at the ladder, so long as you guys could distract him down here.
Okay.
And so, walk over to the ladder and try and climb up.
Rom is on said ladder, and he is at the top of a 10-foot. Unless you want to climb the back of Rom when you get there. That actually might be doable. As long as he
I
holds
roll
still.
really well.
So where were you? At the door? So you go 5, 10, 15. Then you start climbing. Another 5 gets you 10 on a ladder. 20. Okay, so you basically, in one move, you stride into the room and get as far as his feet.
Okay.
Now, the ladder has obviously been damaged at the top, though it is a pretty heavy ladder as far as, because you're supposed to be able to haul boxes up there. So it's supposed to carry man weight plus box weight, unless there's some kind of mechanism up there that actually hauls freight. Maybe there is through the hole. I guess that'd be safer. Anyway, do you want to start climbing atop the back of Rom and then get on his shoulders and try to like jump to, you know?
I mean, I'm kind of tempted, but also he's scary, so
Yeah, but you go before him. So what are you going to do? You're going to be gone. Acrobatics.
I could just hold my action.
If you climb atop him and jump up there with your acrobatics, it's his turn. You could literally be in a position where you could put your hand down and help him up.
All right. Well, let's give her a try.
Okay.
Climb.
Actually, acrobatics. Oh, actually, yeah, sorry. Give me a climb check to climb him, and then...
Excuse me, Rom. Just a moment. 15.
Okay. I kind of hand wave the... Because you have a +5, so and you're in light armor, kind of hand wave the initial ladder climb, just so people know. Okay. 15 is actually kind of what I was putting at. The guy's braced, you know...
I got some pretty solid handholds. I actually have a reinforced scarf that kind of drags down the back, so it's actually chained, so you can grab onto that too.
So she grabs onto your scarf. Rob starts making choking noises.
It's like Shadow of Colossus. It's like the music.
Exactly. You get atop a shoulder. And can I have acrobatics for the proverbial pop-up jump into the hole?
Okay.
To pull yourself. It's kind of the pop and to sort of pull yourself through the hole. You know, roll on there flat.
Come on. Big money.
Here we go. Natural 1! Okay. So you jump up, and your feet leave his body for like 6 inches to 8 inches. There's air between us. And your fingers grab, and then there's just something hot up there, maybe burning on the roof, or so, it's just the roof is hot, or you just slip your fingers, and next thing you know, you are falling. Can I have a reflex, please, from both of you? Because she's unless Rom does something.
23 reflex save.
He literally does. He does. No. He lets go of one rung and just swings open like a hinge and just lets you plummet past him.
Piss off. 25.
As you fly by upside down, arms folded, giving him the finger. You also stick the landing, and no one but Rom gets to witness. But yeah, you stick the landing, you're okay, Rom's okay, and yet somehow the party drifts a little bit further apart because of your own actions. Rom's turn. You know the best thing about a free reflex save? He swings back and then locks onto the ladder, and now it's his turn because free action.
Yep.
Some benefits of first edition. What do you want to do, Rom? Luca, get ready, you're on deck.
So what I'm going to do, let's see. Is there anything that's kind of like hanging off the top, like the opening that I might be able to hook my scarf onto?
I would say if you wanted to risk an acrobatics check for balance, you could pull the rungs off the wall and balance for a moment and slip the scarf up there so it pegs it at the top, so your own weight and scarf kind of holds it.
Let's do it.
You ever clean an easter off and just for funsies, you just kind of pull back and the ladder kind of like hop, like just kind of leans back like 3 inches kind of thing?
I don't do ladders.
Oh, okay. Well, -2 because Aiden's a wuss. He doesn't live life. No, I'm kidding. He actually put the -2 in there.
Terrible balance.
I just suddenly remembered why you don't do ladders. I'm sorry. It's more of an elevator guy.
I have terrible fear of heights.
Okay, thank you. Thanks for that save. You actually put in a -2. You got a 15, which is what I was looking for.
Oh no, the -2 is due to armor penalty.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not shame at all.
Okay. I'm not going to say you fall with a 13. It's a decent number, but you don't manage to get your scarf up there stuck where you want it.
Gotcha.
Okay, and unless you want to move, like just give up and slide down or whatever, we'll say movement is you readjusting said scarf or pull, you know what I mean? Like movement was to get the scarf ready, turn into a weapon or grapple, use it. So yeah, I'd say you're done. Luca, you're up. Professor Niles, get ready, you're on deck. Luca, what do you want to do?
Well, I guess the next best thing would be to ensure that I am also at around the same distance from the top as Nico is. And this time I'm going to use a different spell. I'm going to use a 0-level cantrip called Spider's Thread, and I'm going to boost it again with Potent Magic.
How many potent magics do you get?
5.
Oh, cool. Okay. Gotta be some kind of tracker on your dude, I take it? You get like 5
Indeed,
a day?
there is.
Okay.
Yes.
Right. Speaking of 2, because he's used it twice, I would like to remind the audience and our players about villainy points. Why, a self-homebrew invention, we don't need hero points. And because I gave them a free feat for anti-hero, well, technically they're not anti-heroes, they're villains. I really shouldn't have given that free feat. But to be fair, villainy points are a thing. And I discovered something this year. First of all, listening back, Jay has 2. You guys have none. Which I found most amusing. However, as long as Jay's character, not person, but character is present on a scene, he can spend them how he likes on other party members to like stabilize them, let get them a second roll to stabilize themselves, or let them re-roll, all kinds of wonderful things. How does one earn a villainy point? By doing something extra dastardly and with style. I believe Jay's first villainy point was when Aiden's Rom sort of Juggalo painted our bard prisoner, freaking him out, but it was Jay that used prestidigitation to make it permanent for 24 hours and really freak him out with style. First point to Jay. I forget how we got the second one. However, because we are the Rollmongers cast, and because birthdays come around once a year, and everyone has a force point or something, I noticed something. Ryan, when is your birthday?
Why, it's in October, Jeff.
Yeah, you mentioned that in a previous episode. So, I think...
I'm a spooky baby.
Yeah. So, you do have to spend it this year, but
There.
since I didn't give you one last year, instead of waiting for your birthday, and we only play for a month, I will give you a villain point now. For your birthday, because everyone gets a force point or a hero point, which are much more potent. So, the part you get none. Actually, listening back, as per usual, Rahal and Aiden and Matt always have like some 3/4. They almost get you there, but then, no.
See, I think that's less due to us and more due to you.
Yeah, it's all him.
I'm sorry, but when your honor...
powers combined,
when you
we
talk...
have a point and a half.
when you were Rom and talked Niles out of key hauling and out of drawing cording and suggested key hauling, and then we were searching the audience for who has a boat, that's not stylish, that's just scary. Anyway, Luca, spindly threads of spelling web, produced, induced, and reinforced. Tell us about it.
You create a single rope-like strand of spiderweb that possesses the strength of an above-average person. One end of the strand is adhesive, the rest is not. So I'm going to Spider-Man shoot the cat.
Sick. Make the sound effect.
Okay.
In this case, the creature gets a saving throw, and those who fail must take a standard action to attempt a strength check to tear the strand away.
Okay.
The DC is again 16. This time it's a reflex save.
Okay. And please note that in the notes, the villain points are being recorded. All right. Reflex save. Wow, I rock reflex saves. Much better than my fortitude, of course. Now that I've gone through one round, we're on round 2. But because someone beat my DC by 5, I'm still shaken. So I'm still adding shit rolls. Nicely played. So I only get this plus instead of that plus. Boom. 15.
That is not enough.
Oh, dear. What happens to me now?
Well, now you are stuck to a web that is attached to you, and then the other hand is in my hands.
Oh, okay. Sort of invoking your Chelaxian citizen right to make slavery leash.
I mean, someone did it to me.
I'd rather work for you than have me yeet you off this wall, so I'm just trying to confuse you.
I'm going to then kind of turn to Nico and say, would you like to help me pull?
Oh, and you're still fatigued as well. That
right.
might have an effect.
Oh, yeah, that's negative.
That doesn't go away till you get 8 hours of complete rest.
Right. My dex is down, so that's actually only 14. Thank you. I'm going to keep forgetting that, so I'm going to need you to remind me of that. But I don't think there's like crit failing in this, so 14 still failed. Okay, so you stand still. As a standard, you cast. As a move, you yank, or do you want to just hold it out to your friend and let Nico pull on it, the guy with the gimpy arms that are all burnt to shit?
I mean, I was hoping for Nico to assist me in pulling the thing, but...
Well, I'd say delay your turn, but you kind of like took the good part of your turn by casting the spell.
Go for it, dude. It's just a little itty bitty kitty.
Yeah. If I can successfully pull, I will, but I'm not sure if it's going to be a standard for doing that or not.
Well, you yank, it would be a straight up strength check. You versus me.
This will be entertaining.
I have height.
I've got the high ground.
I'm braced on a wall, yeah.
Yeah, but when gravity's a factor, height isn't a benefit in this situation. It's actually a detriment.
He's
because
not
he can
pulling
literally
down.
just fall.
Yeah, but he's not pulling, like where I'm standing, he's just pulling me forward. So he might as well be 30 feet up in the air. Anyway, I'm a tiny creature
I'm pulling you
with
down
a huge
bit.
strength. Yeah, not
down.
likely. Not likely, huge strength.
I mean, neither am I, so this should be fine.
Actually, I'm fatigued. I'm kind of tired. You know, -2 to my 12 just became a 10. -2 that, yeah, my day is real sucking hard.
That is an, well, yeah.
So this fully grown tiefling turns, he like does the over the shoulder fireman pull, you know, the rope like the slaves in Egypt with the big block. He turns around, he does, "Arr!" And the little guy does the, you ever see those movies where someone falls over the edge and they grab the rope and they foot slide right to the very edge and then stop because they brace on the, you know what I mean? That's what happens to Buddy here. With a -2 and strength at par. 2. Yeet!
That's awesome.
There's luck would have it, and then there's like, it would make no sense that I won this competition. So I'm glad the dice actually went, no, okay. It would make more sense that, yoink. Okay. So, yeah. There is that, you know, running in the air kind of bit, and then I come plummeting down and land on top of Niles, who is directly below me. Now, one might say you pulled me out. Sure, if I stood there and you yanked me like a ripcord, off I would go. I'd fly 15 feet. But because I pulled back, I just barely, with my 4-2 versus your feeble 5, slip off the edge and fall straight down.
Well, I mean, you particularly smashing into Niles is neither here nor there for me. I was told to get you off the wall.
True story. Doesn't matter.
So, I know, you know why I'm being a dick? Because I really want someone to look up what happens when a tiny object falls upon you. Like, it's probably going to be nothing.
Niles is just going to open his mouth.
Yeah. Oh no, the claws! This is a bad idea.
I do have a bite attack now. Nom.
I'm gonna make a reflex save to try not to, you know, try to lessen the fall by... I do have acrobatics trained, so I should be able to lessen this damage. Or is it 15? Or is it blah, 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 blah? What is it?
DC 15 acrobatics check.
Yeah, to lessen it by 10. So instead of me falling 25 feet, I only fall 15, taking 1d6 instead of 2d6. And then I splat on him, assuming I can make. Now, my acrobatics is 8 minus 2 for being shaken, minus another 1 because my dex went down. So that's only plus 5. I hate you all. 16, 21. Ah! Okay, so he, cat-like, you know, manages him to right himself and plummets down on top of Nico, who happily breaks my fall. So I will roll. Landing on a person still can be very hurtful. No, I'll take full damage. 1 point. Splat. On top of you. And,
1 point of Niles damage.
Yep. And Niles takes a single point for having a scrabbling cat, flaming spiderweb creature fall upon himself.
That's understandable. That's fair.
Thank you. And now it's, God help me, Niles' turn. Niles, let's talk about the new you.
Okay, let's talk about the new me in a full attack because there's something lying prone in front of me and I have so many ways to share things.
He's not in front of you, he's on top of you.
By the way, okay.
I fell on you, I don't know if a tiny thing or a tiny object could actually knock you prone. So, yeah, I'll put him prone at your feet. I guess that would just be easier.
Or adjacent. That's fine.
That's the same
If
thing.
it's tiny, it might actually be in his square.
Oh, that's right, I can share. That's right. I'm tiny, I can share your square. Because I'm 2 sizes smaller than you. I can. Yeah, because I'm not small, I'm tiny. So yeah, he's literally at your feet, dude. like
Okay.
between the boots.
All right. Can I target?
Just to be nice, can I just have you make a free 5-foot step, just to get, you know what I mean? Because you'd be
Yep.
targeting yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
So take a 5-foot step, get off of him, and then you want to target him with a what?
Well, for a full attack, I'd like to do a bite and 2 claws.
Okay. Have these become natural attacks for you?
Yes.
So it's -5.
No.
The second one?
It's my primary attacks. It's from the Pharaoh mutagen. And when the alchemist imbibes a mutagen, he gains 2 claw attacks and a bite attack. These are primary attacks and are made using the alchemist's full base attack bonus. The claws deal 1d6 points of damage, 1d4 if he's small,
Okay,
and a
so
bite attack.
2 separate attacks. So you pick one. You either do claw or bite. If you put them in tandem, just like a cougar, it becomes secondary
He spends
attacks.
his entire round to make a full attack action. He can attack with all of his natural weapons
As a full attack.
as a full attack. So there's no movement, no swift. It's all everything to that.
Yeah, but there
Single
would be
attack action.
there would be penalties because it's not a secondary.
Yeah,
He doesn't have a
based on
primary and a
primary,
secondary. He
yeah.
has 2 primaries, which means there's penalties unless he has feats.
Nope, 2 primaries, just go.
All right. I'm hesitant enough. I've run enough cougars in my day that like the secondary attack with the rake, and they pull it off a bow, and you go full attack action. Suddenly everything's like at -2, and they usually put it into the creature. However, have fun, Niles. Give you
a type of natural weapon.
Well, the fact I'm +4 because I'm prone, he's probably going to hit me anyway. So not really worth the debate. So have at me, Niles.
Yeah. All right, so claw 1. A hitter. Claw 2.
Oh yeah, I guess I should.
Hit. And bite. I miss. Also noted, I have sneak attack. So, if he is denied his dex to AC,
I think there'll be a size penalty modifier as well.
Being prone does not deny you your dex to AC.
does it make you susceptible? It makes you flat-footed, though.
No,
No, it doesn't.
No?
You
So
can-
being prone...
you can't fight prone without the feet, but you can sit there and wiggle like shit and have full dex. However, good news, my dex is down, so my AC is 16 instead of 17. I have lots of natural as well as dex, blah blah blah. So AC is 16, but you have a +4, which drops it to 12. Because I didn't give you the. Did you put +4 in there? Like, is your natural attack at +5, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So dropping his AC even more, it's like 12. So still, you're legit. You hit me twice, you missed me once. But no
Alright,
sneak
cool.
attack at this time.
For the first claw damage and the second claw damage.
Okay. So
Oh,
you yeet him
sorry.
off. What?
Sorry, I thought I was... Oh, no, it's claw damage. I thought I rolled bite damage. We're good.
Thought you
14
bit him-
points.
You did 2 claws and a bite, and the bite missed, right?
Correct. I
Okay.
thought I accidentally rolled
So-
bite damage.
Luca, you yeet him off this wall. Okay. He hits the ground. Oh. Yeah, no, I did. He sticks the landing, bounces off of Niles, and seems to land lightly, not on his feet, but, at least with a sort of a thud and a bit of a roll. But before he gets up, the new Niles grows claws, a snout, and just shreds him within an inch of its life because you just see guts and just rip. Nico. Niles is going to town.
Yes.
Niles has gone feral. May have to put him down.
That's what I'm doing is I'm watching this go down, and as I'm doing that, my hands begin to glow red as I cast the spell. Inflict pain upon this creature.
Oh no. Lethal or non-lethal?
This is non-lethal, but it still hurts,
Okay.
and also enfeebles further.
Okay.
So my hands are surrounded with a dull red glow, allowing you to send blindingly hot pinpricks through your target's body. This deals 2d6 points of non-lethal damage, plus 1 point per caster level, and the target suffers a -1 penalty to attack rolls, skill checks, and ability checks for a minute.
What kind of damage is it? Does it list it as heat or anything, or just pain?
It's just pain.
Okay.
Non-lethal damage.
Yeah. Well, you just said something about hot pinprick, so I'm just like, does it label as fire? Because I actually have fire.
No, it's not
resistance.
fire.
Okay.
So it's DC 15 Fortitude to take half damage and negate the penalty. So I will drop my 2d6 plus 2.
How many hits have I taken? I hit the ground, and I got hit twice. Sorry, I'm just calculating something.
I get knocked down. Did I get yeah.
Sorry,
So
yes.
11 points damage, non-lethal damage in total, and is what it would do if you do not fail your DC 15 Fortitude.
Okay.
If you do fail it, you take it all, plus -1 penalty to attack rolls, skill checks, and ability checks for a minute.
13.
That is a fail.
I'll just wait for what might be my turn. As we drive him closer to unconsciousness, but he's still awake.
And I'm literally sitting there laughing as my hands are glowing, sending this. Watching Niles just tear into it. I'm really enjoying this. This is a fantastic show. This is one of the best days we've had since arriving at Longacre.
Bullying a
tournament-
kitten? Bullying a kitten. This is your... I'm a
Love it.
magical kitten, no doubt.
Cats eat bats.
Oh, come on, do the line. If you're so evil.
Eat this kitten. But his bite attack missed, so no line. All right. Can I have... Oh, never mind. I lead in common for surrender and reach out and grab Professor Niles' boot. Please, I surrender. No more. Grabs your boot, shaking your foot. Can I have a willpower save, Niles?
Whoa. We can always try our best. A 2.
A 2. You feel unlucky. We feel extremely lucky that we pulled off a multiple attack after being surprised against a fey creature that are full of tricks. And suddenly you feel like your luck has run out. But that's it. Simri. Stuck the landing.
Well, as I turn and look out the door and
Yeah, you
see
see more.
what has
That's right.
become of my crew, I once again wonder how
No, you see
evil
Nico.
am I?
All you see is Nico. And he does that with everything, like tea time, breakfast, shower. Yeah, turns on
How
the hot
did you
wire they're in
sleep?
the shower. Yeah, exactly. Like just, yeah.
Yeah, that
But he does do that when we're winning. Like somewhere between round 3 and 5, if we tip the favor, out comes the it's inevitable. You know the guy weak, but you know, it's predictability. Freaking stereotypes.
Yeah. Some would call it a character flaw.
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead, Simri.
Well, I have some silk rope. I mean, if he's willing to abide, since he's asking for mercy,
Okay.
he'll be willing to get tied up.
So, whilst moving the feet, you pull rope as a move action, which I think you can do both. And then just, give him the eyeball, tie him up.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I resist. You gotta hit me. No, I surrender. You don't have to tie me up. I don't like being tied up. You know, like, he's doing the, no, don't, you know, like, you gotta trust my word kind of thing, but he doesn't like the idea of being tied up. Anyway, I haven't stood up, so I'm still prone. You have a +4 to wrap me. So touch attack. All you gotta do is hit my touch AC, because you're just wrapping him. So my touch AC is... Where am I? Touch AC is 15, minus dex, so 14 plus 4 is 10. Yeah. Hit a 10 with a base with your base melee. Should be a base melee, which is your base attack plus strength. Somewhere on your dude.
Okay.
I like to know what this is.
My base attack bonus is +1. My melee is +3.
No.
So just...
Oh,
that-
CMB. I forgot about CMB. Combat maneuver bonus. You're tying me up. +3. There it is. Bottom of that column. Initiative at the top.
Mhm.
Yeah, CMB, because you're trying it's like grappling,
All right.
right? So, yeah.
Everyone send wishes and prayers. Hopefully this is not a 1 again.
What is my CMD? 14.
And yeet. Oh,
Natural 20.
natural 20, 23.
Hog ties him. It just...
Thank you for the luck, hopes, and prayers.
It's either one or the other.
She like
Oh, yeah.
rodeo galled that thing.
Oh, yeah, like just...
Well timed.
You know,
With the
wrist meat.
hat in the
Yeah.
air, Captain Morgan pose.
She just...
Certainly well timed. As in
throws-
the other thing tying him up is about to go away. So
Yeah, she just throws like a bunch of loose coils on him, and he's like begging for his life, and then she just does the sort of zip pull, and suddenly he's surprised as his wrists come together, then they meet his ankles, and he's lying there hog-tied.
I imagine it's like the Ruth Goldberg effect of like rope tricks. You're like, I should run away, but I really want to see where this is going.
He tries to clap because his wrists are put together.
It's like, well done. I'm captured.
Yay!
You got me.
10 out of 10 would get
Would? Rom.
would get captured again.
For Rom, the battle's not over. Oh no. Rom must battle the ladder. Acrobatics
I'm
of 10.
trying again.
The fight of gravity.
No one told him the fight's outside. Are you still going up?
Yep, I'm trying the same thing. Pull it back so I can get the scarf around.
Okay.
10 on my acrobatics check.
Fail. See you next round. Luca.
well, I suppose I'll not, like, I've released the spell that I had going already, considering there's better tying up, and just wait and see where this goes at this point.
Okay. Niles. Does this affect your mind? It just gives you claws and facial hair?
No, it does. It lowers my intelligence.
Okay. By how many?
2 points.
Oh, okay. So you don't become feral going, why are we stopping? Munch, 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 munch.
There's something there's a cost for everything.
What do you want to do?
There's a cost for everything. Nothing is free in this universe.
He claims surrender. Then he pumps you full of some kind of debuffing unluck magic. And then she comes out and hog ties him and makes him prone and immobile. Wasn't that nice? What do you do?
Are we done playing now, Simri? So soon?
You can play with the pinata later. I'd like to ask what he was doing in our tower.
Can I help with that one?
Now, Professor, we must use our words first.
Creature just pees just a little.
Please.
And we will see you all next time. Diplomacy. Yeah, that's our strong point. We rock at diplomacy. Trials.
I was going to say you could hold him up really high.
I mean,
Some
we
say
asked him to come
diplomacy.
down, and he went back down. Diplomacy successful.
Some say diplomacy, others say torture. It's all semantics, really.
All I know is that thanks to Rom's debuff of -2, nope, my rolls were still crappy enough, so I'm totally writing Rom out of this combat. No XP for you. What? No, just kidding.
No, he
I'm
fought
excited to
gravity.
go-
The
I'm excited
inevitable.
to go inside the tower and just continue watching Rom try to climb the ladder. Only have to climb back
Everyone's in there carrying the prisoner.
We're all outside. Inside is Rom and like the Final Fantasy like 7 boss music, like diddle-a-day, 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 and it's just him and a ladder.
Oh, there we go. 3. Oh no.
There you go. We're all inside there, including the prisoner. Like, what's he doing? Good night, everybody.
I totally don't mind, but yeah, I have a tendency in these combats to be like, I'm doing this thing. Wait, no, I'm not. Never mind. Goes back,
Yeah.
does nothing.
Would you like to tell him the combat is over, or shall I?
Nope.